It's been 4 days since you stood here and talked about the 100 to 200 Americans who remain. In those 4 days, has that number changed at all? Have any more people managed to get out? And if so, how? And you talk a lot about the conversations that are being had around how to get more people out, whether it's Afghans or Americans. Has that been more solidified? And is there any sense that the Taliban may renege on their decision to allow those people out?
Yeah, thanks, Alex. So a couple of things on this. As I mentioned, we are in very regular contact with a relatively small number of American citizens who remain in Afghanistan and who've indicated that they're interested in leaving. And we have dedicated teams assigned to each of these American citizens to be in constant contact with them. We're providing them with very tailored, very specific guidance. Let me just say that for their protection and also to protect the viability of our tactics, I'm not going to go into any details beyond that for now, just to say that we're in very active contact. And again, people need to understand the position so many of this relatively small group of people are in. As I said, throughout these, for many months, going back to March, we issued 19 different notices to those registered with the embassy. As I said, encouraging them and then urging them to leave Afghanistan. And then when the evacuation actually began a few weeks ago, there was an intense hour-by-hour effort to be in contact with those who nonetheless remained. And as I've talked about before, I think in the course of those 2 weeks, with this small group of people, 55,000 phone calls initiated, something like 30,000 emails, 6,000 Americans we were able to evacuate. But part of the reason that some small number remain is that for this particular group, as I said, these are almost exclusively people who have been living in Afghanistan for years, for decades, in some cases for all their lives. And Afghanistan is home. And so it's especially wrenching for them to make the decision about whether to leave or not. And in a number of cases, we were in contact with people who told us at first that they didn't want to leave, then decided that they did, or some who said yes they did and have now decided that they don't. My only point here is that we are in very direct active contact with this group, and there's absolutely no deadline on this work. We're going to be in very close touch, and as they desire to leave, we're going to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help them do exactly that.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you all.
Commissioner, just to clarify, no American has made it